This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Name. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 16, Sweet 16 of Tough Bumps. My name is Matt Connerton, and of course my partner in crime in this endeavor, Eric Pilcher, is with us. Hello, Eric.
Hello.
And Rocky. That's why I said us instead of saying Eric Pilcher is with me. I said with us because I sensed that he was there.
He can't hear you because I have the AirPods in.
Oh, so, but he can sense me. He senses my presence.
He's just quite the adventurer. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He has to be the center of attention.
So to the audio only listeners, check out the video because you can see, because at one point Eric's dog Rocky looked directly into the camera and it was quite adorable.
Yes, he's a diva. Like, everyone's like, what do you do if he runs out of the apartment? And I'm like, he won't. He couldn't survive.
Yeah.
Like, the dog gets steak.
Yeah, he's not going to go anywhere.
He knows where the bread is buttered.
That's right. So we are streaming live. For those of you who are joining us during the live stream, it is September 14th. 2025. And of course, hello to everyone who is listening to the podcast version of the show, which is how most people consume it. But if you are listening live and you want to join us, feel free to make a comment in the chat room. And I'll try to keep an eye on more than one chat room because for some reason, so sometimes when people comment on the Facebook feed, it doesn't show up in the main chat room. It only shows up on Facebook. And I have no idea why. Whoops. And I don't know if you could hear that, but that was me opening the Facebook chat, so I can keep an eye on that as well. And, let's see. So feel free to make comments is my long-winded way of saying that. And I do see that we've already got some viewers online. So welcome everybody to this Tough Bumps. And let's see. So breaking news. So we've got a couple big things, but Andrade, what do we call him now? Andrade.
Just Andrade.
Oh, that's right. They just made it Andrade because at one point, so when I first became aware of him, it was back when he was in NXT and he was Andrade Cien Almos.
Yes.
And I think before then he was, was it La Sombra or something?
Yes.
So, and then he became, what was he? Oh, and wasn't he Andrade El Idolo or something at one point too?
He's had a lot of different variations.
And what was he in AEW? Was he Andrade Khan or something? I don't know. But he's always Andrade, right? Andrade is somehow always a part of his persona.
He was Andrade El Idolo in AEW.
Oh, in AEW. So what did they call him when he came back to WWE?
Just
Because
Andrade.
they just called him Andrade. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gone after 18 months. And apparently, from what Uncle Dave was saying, Dave Meltzer, he was, it was not his idea. He was sent home from a TV taping or something, and nobody's really saying why. But he did not want to be released. He didn't ask for his release.
No,
He was given
he
the
did
boot.
not.
He was given the boot.
Now, that has not been established.
Right.
If Andrade asked
Yeah.
for his release. So he very well might have. Now, you know, one, we talk about misuse of talent, and I think WWE missed the boat on this guy. I think he very, very, very easily could have been in line for a U.S. championship, Intercontinental, one of the mid-card belts, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably throw him into the main event in a pinch.
Mm-hmm.
That might be an option. Maybe he wins a King of the Ring. Look, at some point, you're known by your works.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate. First WWE run didn't end acrimoniously, but it didn't end well. AEW didn't end well. Tony Khan thought they had a handshake agreement or whatever that whole situation was. Andrade said, no, we do not. I think one thing that people are missing is he was married to Charlotte Flair.
Yes. By the way, Nicole Boudage, I apologize if I butchered your last name, says we will probably never know the true reason why he was let go.
If we know, Nicole, it'll come from him. That's basically it. I'm willing to guess that something, if I had to speculate, something said between him and Charlotte, and you're not going to release Charlotte Flair.
When did they get divorced exactly? Because I'm a little unclear about that on the timeline. What was it after he returned to WWE?
Yes,
it was. Okay. Because I remember hearing rumors like 2 years ago. I shouldn't say seeing rumors online, reading rumors.
She filed in June 2024, and it was finalized in October 2024.
Okay.
So right near the end of about a year ago, little under a year ago.
Okay. I can't remember. Did Tiffany Stratton reference that marriage specifically during her promo with Charlotte?
She referenced the just the 3 divorces.
Okay. So, do you have any theories or anything? It sounds like
I'm going to go on my theory that I think something was said or something was allegedly said. And Charlotte, being the locker room politician that she is rumored to be, did something and caused enough of a stir where basically it's like, well, we have a mid-carder, at best, a mid-carder and a main eventer not getting along.
Yeah.
What do we do? I also would guess that Andrade might have been vocal about his spot in the company. And it was maybe just, okay, is he worth it?
Yeah.
You think the grass is greener? Go. I believe him and Karrion Kross were really good friends. Could have said some things there. Look, at the end of the day, unless Andrade tells us, we're not going to know. Nicole is 100% right.
But we'll find out eventually. I mean, everyone eventually does some sort of shoot interview. Next thing you know, he'll be on Ariel Helwani spilling his guts. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out.
I don't know. And the reason I say that is he hasn't spilled his guts yet. Look at it like this. Andrade is from Mexico. Mexico, they still fully believe in kayfabe. Don't break fabe, no matter what you do. The luchadors wear their masks out in public to this day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Because it is surprising that with AAA that he hasn't been used, for that. I
mean, you would think that would be the slam dunk.
Yeah.
But it appears WWE has other ideas for AAA right now.
Now, the other thing Meltzer said that I thought was really interesting, and this was news to me. I had not heard about this. I was not aware of this, that when Andrade left AEW, that it was not necessarily that he left on bad terms, but that he was difficult to work with while he was there. And that was the first I was hearing about any of that. But allegedly he objected to.
Who isn't difficult to work with in AEW? Like, what are we talking about here, Matt?
Seriously. Well, John Moxley obviously is pretty easy. He'll do whatever pile of shit they get.
I mean, I would too if they're going to put the belt on me every 3 months.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, come on,
but it doesn't sound like he's headed back there.
Look, I do want to say it was noted that no bridge is ever really burnt with AEW.
Right.
And that they have said that CM Punk under the right circumstances would be welcome back. I would have to guess that those circumstances would have to be CM Punk answering their phone call.
Right.
Which I don't think would ever happen.
Right.
Never say never in this business, but on that one, just like I don't think we'll ever see Cody Rhodes back in AEW.
Safe bet.
It's you look at the guys that have come out and just said, hey, this place is insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Hager, CM Punk, I'm sure if he could, Andrade, Chris Jericho has alluded to it. Hasn't come right out and said it, because right now Jericho's playing the field.
Yes.
And, I'm yeah.
Yeah, he's possibly headed back there if that bridge isn't burned. But other than that, I mean, where else does he go?
Look,
TNA? Yeah, he could go to TNA. He could end up there. I mean, maybe they wouldn't hire him because of their working relationship with WWE.
There we go. MLW.
Yeah. I always forget MLW
could.
I always forget that even exists.
As you should. Maybe he works the indies, Game Change Wrestling, and he works with Brett Lauderdale and stupid fuck stick retard Joey Janela.
Sure. All right. So I don't know. I don't have much to add regarding that. Do you?
It's all up in the air right now. It came out of left field. Talent didn't even know what was going on.
I suspect we'll know more in the next week. I really do.
I mean, I hope we do. I think it would be very. I don't know. I hope there's some clarity here, because right now it looks like WWE just kind of gave up on a talent that they could really use in so many different ways.
Yeah. No, I agree. Well, before we move on to the next thing in the undercard, I do want to, and we did not discuss this before the show, but I do want to take a moment. I just feel compelled we should honor our VPN queen. Or did we ever decide, is she our VPN queen or goddess? I think goddess is sexier. I think we should go with that. Maybe Stephanie McMahon or Stephanie McMahon Helmsley or Stephanie McMahon Levesque.
I
whatever you want to
think we
call
should.
her.
How about the VPN booty queen?
Oh, I like that. Stephanie McMahon, of course, and the now infamous live read talking about getting uninterrupted action when you enjoy WWE content with a VPN. So very exciting. So I just thought we should take a moment to honor her, our VPN goddess, the
And
great Stephanie
guys,
McMahon.
if your action does get interrupted, it happens to every guy. Don't worry about it. There's
Sure.
pills out there you can take. Oh, you're okay.
Right.
I went down a different.
That's a different sponsor. That's it. Well, a different potential sponsor.
You know, you don't send me the sponsors, and you probably should, because it would prevent very embarrassing reads like this.
Well, nothing's confirmed yet. Of course, many. Oh God, talk about embarrassing. Have you ever listened to? Because Blue Chew sponsors a lot of these shows now. And if you ever listen to Eric Bischoff, you and I, we both like Eric, but
listening to Eric Bischoff talk about his adventures with Blue Chew and his 70-year-old wife.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that. And it's hard hearing about that. Yikes.
I will never, ever inform our listeners of, I don't need Blue Chew, but I will never inform our listeners of my coitus, as Sheldon calls it on Big Bang Theory. That's something best kept behind the bedroom door.
Well, I will just go on record as saying I've never needed any enhancements,
it's okay, Matt.
Shall we say?
Matt, it's okay. They say 1 out of every 10 guys.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Needs it. So
Not this guy. However,
there are 3 guys that are in presence right now. Me, Rocky, who's fixed, so he doesn't even know, and you.
I will say this. If a sponsor is willing to pay us a lot of money, I'm willing to pretend.
Oh yeah. If you're willing to pay us pay me 6 figures, I'm the most impotent mofo out there.
Me too.
I will subject myself to ridicule.
Oh yeah.
I will. You could do a billboard with me on it, looking all sheepish and shrugging. Don't be this guy. I'm 42 years old. I will prostitute my pride out the window for 6 figures.
Oh, I'll pretend I'm the least virile human on earth.
Oh man,
for the right money, absolutely.
I mean, I don't think I would be comfortable being in a VD ad like Joey in that episode of Friends.
Oh! When you said Joey, the first thing I thought was, wait, Joey Janela? Probably because you made a reference to him a few minutes ago.
Joey Janela's probably been in quite a few VD ads as a part of some flippin' community service he's had to take part of. That little fuck stain.
Yeah, I know you're not a fan of Mr. Janela.
No, I'm not a fan because he's a fucking douchebag.
Well, fair enough.
Like, don't be a douchebag. I know you play one, and you play such a good one that you make Summer's Eve look like government douche, but come on.
Wow. Well, before we move on to the next subject, I think we should just take another second to honor our VPN goddess. All right. Anyway, let's see. Ooh, look at that. He looks good with that with all that gold, doesn't he? Dominic Mysterio becoming the mega TNA champion.
AAA, not TNA.
Oh, AAA. I'm sorry. Jeez. I haven't had enough caffeine, apparently.
Apparently.
The new AAA mega champion.
Yes.
And very exciting. and they were chanting for him. You know, they were doing the dirty, dirty Dom. They were chanting for him against the Mexican Viking there, Vikingo El Viking.
Yup.
What is it? What is his name?
Vikingo El Hingio.
Okay, I'm never sure how to say it. By the way, if I sound like I'm saying that in a mocking tone, I swear to you, I mean no disrespect. I'm
I could have butchered it.
I think he's incredible. Yeah, I'm not trying to be dismissive
he's
about the guy.
heading to WWE.
Oh, is he?
I think, he's heading to the main roster. And I think that's kind of why they did this. Because they want the AAA title to be defended on select WWE programming. I'm guessing PLEs and such.
Okay.
Maybe some NXTs as well.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so you watched the match.
Yes, I thought the match, again, it's a Dirty Dom match. It's so very good. I don't agree with doing this.
Oh, really? How come? I'm curious.
It's not that I disagree with it going on Dirty Dom.
Okay.
So I want to get that out there. Fans of the show, it's nothing to do with Dirty Dom doesn't deserve it or any of that bull butter that people think. No, Dirty Dom is fine. I think WWE is rushing too much into putting, how do I say this? Into putting WWE influence into AAA. AAA is a great brand on its own. You don't need to rush to do this. You could have done a slow build. You could have even done an invasion type angle where the Judgment Day is invading AAA. And there's so many things you could have done.
Yeah.
I get why they did it. You know, you want your established guys in there winning and all of that, but I think they did it too soon, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I do like the whole bit of, Ray, he agreed to put the belt around his son's waist if he won, and then he won. And so Ray had to come out and begrudgingly do that and all that. I like that. I thought that was a nice touch. I like that whole thing.
That was in Dom played it to a hilt.
Oh yeah. He's so good. Everything they give him to do, he knocks it out of the park. He's incredible. And again, I've said this before. I'll say it again, especially hearing those Dirty Dom chants when the time comes. And I'm glad they're not rushing this. When the time comes and they finally pull the trigger and he turns, he's going to be an incredible babyface. It's like I heard Bruce Pritchard say on Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. He said that, I guess this is something Vince said to him once, and it stuck with him. And he's right. The more they hate you, the more they're dying to love you. And, we're supposed to hate Dom. He's a great heel. And, they do the thing where the crowd won't let him talk and whatnot. But he's so good. And I feel that it's like, we're dying to cheer for this guy. You know what I mean? Because he's so good at everything he does.
And the thing is I don't think you can bring him back. You can't make him a face until Liv Morgan comes back.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that before. Yeah.
Yeah, it would make perfect sense because you could have a situation where the Judgment Day turns on Liv. Dom is so conflicted. And then Dom saves Liv. And you turn both of them.
Or the other thing you do is, and this could be worked into that somehow, but this has always kind of been my theory about how they might do it. Somehow we get to a situation in a storyline where Ray is getting the hell beaten out of him, like worse than has happened before, because Ray's always been an underdog. But Ray's getting beaten down. Maybe it's by the other members of the Judgment Day, but somebody goes a little too far. And you have like a Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker moment where Dominic finally can't take it anymore. Even after all the shit that he's talked about his dad and everything, he's finally like he just snaps. He can't take it anymore seeing his father beaten. And that's the moment. That's where he turns babyface. I think
that's too easy and too cheap. And the fans don't get behind it.
I think under the right circumstances, they would, though. I think it can be done. I understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think I think it can be done if you do it right, if you do it clever. I think there's a way to pull it off without it being cheap. But I do understand what you're saying. And actually, in fact, I agree with you in the sense that I think I like your first idea better. He saves Liv. That does make more sense. But it's always kind of been in the back of my mind that eventually, maybe when they turn him, because they're going to turn him, they're going to have to pull the trigger eventually.
I think when you turn him, I think you could do it in a way where Ray comes and helps him.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
And then you have, because if you have Dominic save Ray, it doesn't mean as much as like you have Ray come and save Dominic, and Dominic's like, no.
That makes sense. I like that.
Leave me alone. Let me do this on my own. And then you just build up to that epic moment where Dominic is in just no man's land, kind of like they did when they brought DX back.
I like
Triple H. Triple H is in trouble, and you're just building, and you know it's gonna happen, and you know that Shawn's gonna come out, and you still popped.
Yeah, I like that.
Done beautifully, and then you reunite them, and you could even get a tag title run out of the two of them.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. I think that's smart. So Jenny and I watched all of Worlds Collide today. Of course, it actually took place yesterday, but we had a very busy Saturday.
I've heard good things. I watched the Dominic Mysterio match.
That's all you've watched so far. So
I did watch something else of interest.
Well, let me just say before we mention that, excuse me. We just had dinner. Jenny makes a wonderful meatloaf, so I'm trying not to burp into the microphone.
I have my famous crock pot deep dish pizza.
Oh, interesting.
Crock pot.
Ooh, oh, that sounds good.
It actually is. It's like it's like a personal pan deep dish pizza with turkey sausage, turkey pepperoni, beef, and mushrooms.
Geez, that sounds really good. I recommend watching the whole thing. The whole Worlds Collide, really good. Really good.
Also, everyone, you're going on a tour of my apartment because I am going to be honest, it is hot as Hades in Cedar Rapids today.
Hot as Hades?
Yes, it is very hot.
Why,
today.
how hot? What, really? Like how
it's
hot?
90 degrees today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it is still technically summer for a little longer.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, unfortunately,
summer's my favorite time, so I try to.
Well, you're also a crazy person.
I am. I try to hold on to every little last bit of summer.
Rocky and I are not.
I know.
We are winter people.
We're opposites that way. So the other very interesting thing, like I said, I recommend the entire event was really good. Oh, and by the way, an honorable mention to Natalia, who is shows a different side of her character at these TNA events. And Natalia was just as natty. You know, I want the version of her. You know, on the main roster, we get this sort of happy to be there kind of vibe from Natalia.
No, we don't get that at AAA and Bloodsport.
No, and we get Natty, and I want that version of her like all the time. So much better.
I do too.
But her match at Worlds Collide was excellent. By the way, Justin Michaels, who is a loyal follower of the program, says, too bad RVD got hurt. We would have RVD versus Cena. And Justin also said, I love spring, summer, and and the start of fall.
Justin, I appreciate your support. I'm going to disagree with you on both accounts. I do not think we will ever see RVD in WWE again.
I don't either. Seems unlikely.
I think that, you know, just them being corporate now, TKO and Endeavor, Rob Van Dam's very public extracurriculars are not going to be tolerated. Yeah. I mean, WWE doesn't have an issue with marijuana privately, but Rob Van Dam has his own line of rolling papers, his own line of bongs. Yeah. There's different levels to this, and TKO Endeavor are not gonna.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
Justin seems to agree too about Natty. Yeah, we need to see that version of Natalya on the main roster.
I mean, they're not doing anything else with her. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's over like Grover.
Yeah. But so the other really interesting thing that happened though, and this has me thinking about they've got a problem. WWE has a big problem, and this gets to the main event, our main subject this week. Of course, the huge news: WrestleMania 43 in 2027 will be in Saudi Arabia. They're finally doing it. Not only WrestleMania, by the way, but the Royal Rumble in 2026 will also be in Saudi. The reason I bring this up in relation to Worlds Collide is, and this is where they've got a problem. Obviously, there has been a lot of backlash to the announcement of they're going to be in Saudi Arabia for a WrestleMania. There's been a lot of backlash online about that from fans, but there was also backlash tonight at the event at
Worlds Collide.
At Worlds Collide, because, and I would not be surprised if there is someone on the production team who has been given their walking papers, or at the very least a stern talking to about this, and I'll explain why. So for anyone who didn't see it or didn't hear about it, what happened
you can't hear about it on the network anymore.
What's that? Well, that's true.
Because it's been removed.
Wait, what's been removed exactly?
What do you mean? Online it's rumored, I haven't checked the rumor, that the chants I'm sure you're going to be referring to have been edited out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when they hadn't been yet this afternoon, because the event aired yesterday, Jenny and I watched it today on YouTube, because if you don't know, these AAA events are putting them directly onto YouTube. Jenny and I watched it today, and the chants were there, and I was quite surprised, because so the like partway through the show, the promo props up of the announcement, about they're going to be in Riyadh for WrestleMania 43 and all that. And as that's happening, the crowd starts booing and they start chanting, "You sold out." And you could hear it. They didn't mute the crowd when this promo was running. And they should have. What's that?
Well, keep in mind, it's still AAA production staff.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not, I mean, we sit here and we talk about it and, WWE's running it. I don't think WWE is running it yet fully.
Okay.
I think there is still I think it's still AAA production.
That would explain it. Although it looks, I don't know, it looks different to me than.
It does look different. I think WWE, for the visual side of it, has handprints on it, but I think production side, it's still AAA and Conan.
Okay. By the way, a note about Conan too, before we go any further. And I pointed this out to Jenny. Did you see this? His seat was so low. He looked like one of the minis next to Corey Graves and JBL. By the way, I was happy to see JBL there, because I think JBL is a fantastic color commentator.
I think JBL should be a permanent color commentator. I think JBL should be over Booker T. I watched SmackDown Live this week. Yeah. Booker T's color commentary is awful.
It's better for NXT. I think it's fine in NXT. And I really like Vic Joseph. I've always liked Vic Joseph.
I had to mute the TV.
Wow.
I don't
mind it. It can be a bit much.
I do. Dog, look at what they doing. It's like watching Pimp My Ride meet SmackDown.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
It's ridiculous.
But here's the problem, though, that they're going to have. So, I remember seeing all the backlash online, predictably, to the initial announcement. But then I see this happen at this live event, and now I'm thinking, is this what it's going to be every time there's any mention of WrestleMania 43 now? And granted, we've still got to get to WrestleMania 42. I understand, because this isn't until 2027, but how are they going to deal with that? When the crowd is erupting and you sold out chants, like, I don't think they could not have imagined that. How are they just in a practical sense? How are they going to deal with that? How are they going to do this? I don't know. Like when the entire fan base is turning against you and chanting "you sold out," is this what's going to happen on Raw and SmackDown too? And if it is, what do they do? This is going to be a much bigger problem than I think anyone expected. What do you do?
Yeah. At this point, suck it up, Buttercup. You made the deal.
Yeah.
You can't mute live audiences.
Yeah.
And I'll wait till the main event. They deserve it. That's what I'm gonna say. And
yeah. Well, I think we're crossing into the main event already. That's why, and for viewers and listeners, that's why we kind of structured this week's show that way, to go from Dominic and Worlds Collide into our main event subject this week, which of course is the WrestleMania being in Saudi Arabia. I think Justin pointed out too, TKO needs money. They do have some significant debt.
They have significant overhead. I wouldn't call it debt, because debt insinuates that there's a long-term plan to pay it off. It's overhead right now, because by the end of this year, they'll be out of it. But that's what I've heard.
Okay. As far as, so look, kind of looking at it, there's different angles to look at this from. I do think as wrestling fans, we want that company to be, I might be playing devil's advocate a little bit here, but just hear me out. We want that company to be financially successful, right? Because if it's not financially successful, it could be downsized. It could go away. We never felt like we had to worry about it when it was what it was before it became a part of TKO. But now we have to worry about that a little bit. So we want that company to be, I guess, from a bean counter's perspective, I don't blame anyone for wanting to take that deal, because Saudi Arabia is paying an absurd amount of money. On the other hand, are you doing irreparable long-term damage to the product if you alienate the fan base to an extent? Again, this is bad from the perspective of the fan base, because whether you, and you, Eric, you've taken a very principled stand. I know you won't even watch any events that they do that come from Saudi Arabia. But not only that, but there's also all the people who may not care about it from your perspective, but who do care about it because they like to travel. The hardcore, the diehards who actually, God, I can only imagine how much money they spend doing it, but who actually travel to WrestleMania every year, or maybe just every few years, because it's something they love to do and they're so passionate about it. And then all of a sudden, not WrestleMania 43. Who's going to book a ticket to go to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania?
Can I interject here?
Yeah.
No, I won't, Justin.
Oh, what's
TKO can count me out on that.
Yeah. Yeah, not everyone will watch. Eric will not watch.
No, I will not watch a single event that's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, you've been
No, I don't care what the event is. I don't care what you put on it. I don't care if it's CM Punk and Seth Rollins in a 60-minute Iron Man match.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch.
Yeah.
I will not watch any card that's in Saudi Arabia. And look, I'm not going to get into and I'm sorry to cut you off, Matt. I'm not going to get into my personal issues with it because I've already done that on Matt's show.
Yeah.
But look, WWE is taking blood money. For every journalist the Saudi Arabian government has killed, for every woman they have mistreated, for every war crime they have committed, WWE is getting money from that.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot condone that. I cannot, as a human being, say, oh, I'm a fan, so I have to support it. Bullshit. My fandom doesn't supersede my morals. My fandom doesn't supersede what I feel is right. And I'll go even further. Live Golf, these basketball players that are trying to get a league started in Saudi Arabia now.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. You know what? You guys want to go there? Fine. You want to make millions? You're going to make more money there, absolutely. But talk to Brittany Griner about what happens if you misunderstand laws or you break laws. And I'm not even going to get into whether I agree with Brittany Griner or not. But her ordeal.
Well, that was Russia.
But I'm saying what happens if they break a law in Saudi Arabia.
Right. No, I understand. Yeah, you're making a broader point about that. Yeah.
We have an international incident on our hands. Hell, a WWE private airplane was kept prisoner on the tarmac already.
Yeah, people forget about that.
Oh, conveniently, because WWE doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's talk to Ashley Massaro about how we can't. She committed suicide because of what happened to her.
Yeah.
Over in Iraq. Allegedly I think it was Iraqi troops that did it.
I thought it was an American doctor.
Either or. It's reprehensible.
Because because that was why McMahon said, well, we can't say anything because it'll damage our relationship.
Justin, in regards to the Vader situation, Vader broke a law there. Vader assaulted someone.
Yeah, he put his hands on a civilian, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, very violently. I mean, if you watch the video,
that was in Kuwait, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Leon, that's on Leon.
Yeah. Yeah, he showed very poor judgment in that moment.
That's on Leon. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
That is one of the times I'll be like, and I love Vader. I am probably one of the biggest Vader fans you will meet.
Yeah.
But Vader screwed up. That was bad.
Yeah. So do you think this is, some people think that within 5 years, the Saudis will buy WWE outright from TKO? What do you think?
I think it's certainly an option, especially if TKO doesn't get out of that overhead from purchasing WWE anytime soon.
Right. I don't know what they do about so Royal Rumble is coming up in, let's see, I'm not good at math. That's only a few months away, and that's going to be in Saudi. And the last time they did something where they were having a Royal Rumble in Saudi, they just had an extra. It was just an extra Rumble, and they called it the Greatest Royal Rumble. But it was just like this extra Rumble. But now it's the Royal Rumble.
You know, Matt, I might get a little emotional here.
Okay.
I have watched every WrestleMania, either live or shortly after the event. 43 will be the first WrestleMania I will miss.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be 44 years old when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
This Royal Rumble will be the first one I miss. I've never missed a Rumble.
Yeah.
You know what that does to older fans like me? Traditional fans like me. You know what that WWE is basically spitting on us.
Mm.
They don't care. And it's a culmination of things. The ticket prices.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going to a Raw the week after Seth Rollins turned on the Shield in Minneapolis. You know how much my tickets cost?
How much?
$17.
Oh, wow. That's it? Wow.
Because they were considered obstructed view.
Oh.
But you want to know why they were considered obstructed view?
Why?
Because one of the lifts was right in the corner of was off to the corner of my left eye.
Yeah.
You don't get that anymore. If it's obstructed view, they just don't sell them. There's no money in it.
Right.
I remember Triple H spit water on me at a house show.
Yeah.
Because I was in the front row.
Yeah.
You know how much that front row ticket cost?
How much?
$54.
Yeah.
That front row ticket now, put a 2 in front of that. $54 and a 0.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
After the 5 and the 4.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking that families won't know the thrill of taking their children to a live event.
Mm-hmm. Justin says he'll be going to Hampton Beach that night. Hampton Beach, for those who don't know, that's New Hampshire. We're on the eastern seaboard, so that's a popular beach here in New Hampshire. Yeah, it'll be fascinating to me to see how they navigate this, because I just don't know how do you build to it? How do you build storylines and angles?
Well, they're blowing their
out.
load. They're blowing their load on this event. They've already called up The Rock. They've called Steve Austin. They are trying to convince Undertaker to do a match. They're going to break. This is going to be the most extravagantly spent WrestleMania ever.
Mm-hmm.
In regards to production and talent. And you know what? To hell with them. To hell with them. One thing I will say about Tony Khan. Tony would never do this. Tony Khan would not do this to the fans.
But he hasn't been given the opportunity to do this to the fans either.
You got to understand.
How do you know? Ultimately.
Because I go back to my original knock against Tony.
Yeah.
It's actually a benefit in this situation. He's too much of a fan.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it. Like Tony Khan, this isn't a business to him. This is a hobby. And that's what keeps AEW so cost effective for fans to go to. Certainly, because the t-shirt sales are on demand, their merchandise price is insane, but that's what keeps AEW fan friendly for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Tony Khan just starting to put their PLEs on HBO Max live for free. Just because he sees an opportunity to get more eyes on AEW.
Right. Well, oh yeah, that's interesting. Justin said AEW wouldn't do that to its women's stars. Yeah.
But Justin, the WWE women are complicit in it. They go. Like, they have the option to not go.
Initially, they didn't but they weren't allowed to, presumably. Like, I remember when WWE first started.
Yeah,
doing
the
events
women
in
were
Saudi,
not allowed to go because
women weren't even allowed to go. Yeah,
but now they are, and
Yeah.
the women go.
Yeah,
because the payday is large.
Yes,
But then you're basically just taking the money and running. And I'm not gonna diminish that. I'm not gonna bash the talent for doing that, because then I'd be a hypocrite. Because on the CM Punk episode, I said I have no beef with CM Punk doing it.
Right.
I have no beef with any of the talent taking the money. Jesus Christ, you offer me the money. I mean, I have such a short window to make this money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take it.
Right. Right.
You know, I'll take a $5 million payday. Shit.
Right.
You know what? But TKO and Endeavor, do they really need the millions? Do they really need to get $2,000 out of a Joe Schmo working 40 hours a week?
Well, look, though, I mean, at the end of the day, they didn't buy WWE because they're wrestling fans. They bought it for to make money. And they're going to wring every last dollar out of it they can.
Well, and as they should, because that's why they're in the debt they're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look, and you know, they're going to incur more debt because of the UFC's new deal.
What deal is that?
All of the UFC events are now free on Paramount Plus.
Oh, right. Okay.
So there goes that pay-per-view revenue they were getting from ESPN pay-per-view, $89.99 a pop.
Why did they do that? Why did they?
I think it's because Dana wants I think it's because Dana wants the UFC on national TV. Mm-hmm. He wants them to be the NFL of combat sports.
Okay.
And again, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You think it's a mistake?
I don't think it's a mistake. I think it's a very valiant endeavor by Dana.
Yeah.
It just, granted, it was very poorly executed, but Strikeforce tried that with CBS. Mixed martial arts is not meant for network television.
No, I agree.
There's too many variables that can come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's cauliflower ear exploding, a leg snapping in half, broken nose. I mean, you hit you punch someone in the nose right, blood sprays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what happens if a trainer has to cut an eye?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't going to show that on network television.
That's a very good point. Yeah, that's true.
You know, and yes, I am well aware, for those of you that are going to call me out, eye cutting is illegal by every state athletic commission, but it happens.
Sure.
There are ways you can do it. You put a razor in the
let's not even, let's not even go there any further.
I'm saying there are ways.
I just don't want to, I don't even want to think about it.
You just circumvent it.
Yeah. Well, no.
I mean, look, I get it. At the end of the day, it's money. Justin, in our comments, hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
It's money. But at what point do you look at it and say, man, where are all of our hardcore fans?
Well, that's the thing. That's my point. Like, yeah, you take the money, and it's purely from a business standpoint, it's hard to say no to that, right? But at the same time, I just wonder if they're doing irreparable damage in the long term. Now, maybe unless the as people have speculated, unless the short term plan is make that money and then flip it and then sell it. There's people right from the beginning of the deal when Endeavor bought it who said they're not going to keep this this isn't like they're going to own. It's not like they're going to own this for the next however many decades or anything like that. They're going to buy it. They're going to make what they can, and then they're going to flip it, and then somebody else can have it.
Well, that's why they're signing all these major TV deals to make it more, make their portfolio more appealing. Right now, you have deals with Netflix, the top streaming service, ESPN, the top sports cable sports networks, because there's a few different ESPNs. You have a deal with USA, one of the top cable networks. You have a deal with NBC to quarterly. You have a 2 to 3 hour block leading into Saturday Night Live. That's very valuable.
Yeah.
Since TKO Endeavor has purchased WWE, they have made the WWE portfolio very, very, very valuable.
True. That's true.
Very valuable. More valuable than when it was just owned by Vince.
That's true.
I would say by at least 200%.
Yeah.
These are billion-dollar deals.
Yep.
I think TKO Endeavor, I think they have a plan. I think they want to flip WWE, and I think they want to be a combat sports conglomerate. And that was proven by their foray into boxing last night. Canelo versus Crawford on Netflix did very well numbers wise.
Did it? Yeah.
Did very well numbers wise. Was a horrible fight from what I hear. Crawford
really?
dominated, and I have heard took stick and move to new levels.
But
you know what? It was the fight everyone wanted to see, and Netflix had it. And it was co-promoted by TKO. So I think they're making a play into becoming this combat sports giant. They want to run over the PFL. They want to run over Bare Knuckle Fight Championship. And you know what? Everyone bashes it, but it's very, very smart that they're having a card at the White House.
Is that definitely happening?
That is definitely happening.
I keep hearing about it, but then it's like I haven't seen anything formally announced.
It is happening. Dana White has confirmed the deals are in place.
Okay.
That the audience will be invitation only. No tickets will be sold. It will be for free on Paramount Plus. Hopefully.
Strange times we live in. Yes.
Hopefully free on Paramount Network.
Well, where are they going to do it outside on the newly paved Rose Garden?
Yes, it's going to be on the Rose Garden. The weigh-ins are going to take place in the Lincoln Room.
You've seen Idiocracy, right? I assume.
Look, I know where you're going with this.
No, but you've seen it, right?
Yes.
The movie? Yeah. Just checking.
No, I'm all for this. I love it.
Do you?
I think it's great. Why not? Why not? America.
I think it's bizarre.
America's 250th anniversary. Why wouldn't we do this?
Why not?
Only in America.
Oh, good Lord. Good Lord.
Only in America. This is epic. I love it. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know what? And just think about this. If Conor McGregor becomes president of Ireland.
Oh, God.
We could have Conor, the president of Ireland, fighting against America's golden boy, Michael Chandler, on the Rose Garden lawn, July 4th, 2026.
Oh, I want to see if Conor McGregor becomes president of Ireland. I want to see him fight Trump.
No, Trump would never get.
Oh, that's right. He has bone spurs. He can't fight.
Yeah, well, that was a good one.
Thank you.
He would never get licensed by a state athletic commission.
No.
Ever. No way in hell.
Oh, I don't know. He gets doctors to say he's only like 200 pounds or something.
State athletic. Yeah, but state athletic commissions don't give a shit who you are.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's blood work you have to do.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no. And the weight difference would just be awful.
And it's not like Conor McGregor has never punched an old man in the face before, because we've all seen that video.
He has.
Yeah, he has.
I mean, man, but no. What would the catch weight even be at? Conor is a bloated 170.
Yeah.
Trump would be 205. I mean, I suppose they could do it at 180, 185.
His weigh-in would have to be in private.
Nope, that cannot happen.
Oh, wow.
It has to be in the presence of the athletic commission.
Because that dude's got to be 250.
Yeah, the weight.
Trump
I hate to burst your bubble, Matt. They're just the weight difference.
Yeah.
And what's Secret Service going to do when Conor just starts teeing off on him? I mean, we could have World War IV, because we're probably going to be in 3 when this happens. We could have World War IV.
Wow.
I'm just full of positivity.
Yes. All right. Well, do we have anything else to add on the?
I think it's in poor taste.
Yeah.
I think that it's ethering the fans.
Mm-hmm.
And I think hardcore fans are going to feel the brunt of it. And the fans that do travel for these shows. One of my buddies, Austin Bayless, who promotes pro wrestling shows, he collects chairs from events. He loves going to the events and getting the front row chairs.
Yeah.
Like, he isn't going to want a WrestleMania Saudi Arabia chair.
No. Nope.
Just it's in poor taste. I don't agree with it, and I'm very sad and heartbroken that I'm going to miss a WrestleMania. Even in times when I wasn't a major pro wrestling fan, I still watched WrestleMania.
Yeah, of course. Well, like I said, I'm just going to be fascinated to see how they navigate that leading up to it. But that's going to be very interesting. Well, quick palate cleanser, of course. We can pay
here we go.
Homage one more time to our VPN queen, Stephanie McMahon. Remember, code Steph, I believe, gets you a discount at Surfshark, who are not a sponsor of Tough Bumps, but perhaps they will be in the future.
Steph could be my sponsor.
There you go. And then I'm sorry.
I know Triple H has some heart issues.
That's true. You know? He does. Yes. He cannot overexert himself.
Steph, in comparison, I'm doing better, even though I have a blown out right arm, which.
Oh yeah. Well, that's an important consideration.
I'd blow it out even more for a night with Steph.
Wow. Well, should we talk about so next week we keep saying we're going to do for the main event, the Gone Too Soon. It keeps getting put off because there's so much big news to talk about in the world of professional wrestling, but
yeah, Matt, I want to address something before we go off. I don't know if you realize this, but we have an enemy.
We do.
I guess someone commented on Crazy Jose Martinez's YouTube video
Oh,
that there are two people talking crap about him.
not us. I would never.
Well, it said Eric Pickner.
Oh, Eric Pickner.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. There is one way to resolve this, I guess.
What do you suggest?
I mean, just come clean, Jose. Come clean.
About
You're the fake
you're
the fake Sammy Hagar.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows it. We
Yeah.
have uncovered you. If anything, we think it's impressive.
We had a forensics expert analyze the video and said that's clearly
perfectly analyzed.
That's clearly Jose Martinez, is what he said.
It clearly is. We turned it into ice, even.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
they could be, which would be quite ironic because Jose is a major Donald Trump supporter.
Yes. But just because of his name, I mean, he could be carted off. He could be violently thrown to the ground.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and the person is so dense, they'd probably say, "Thank you, President Trump. May I have another?"
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I don't think that would be the first man he has said, "Thank you. May I have another to?"
Oh my goodness. Yes. Well, he's clearly a repressed gay man.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
He's constantly talking about,
riding on the pogo stick on the bumpy road of life, I believe is his go-to.
Yes.
I've never done that.
No.
I will say I have had a colonoscopy.
Okay.
That's the only time that something has entered the exit.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly acceptable, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
But next week, Gone Too Soon.
Yes, Gone Too Soon.
Of course, something else major will probably happen in the interim, but I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Gone Too Soon. We'll talk about Owen Hart, Vader, which I really wish we need to at one point do an episode on Vader.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just because you talk about one moment ruining a man's career,
mm-hmm.
and it's got to be SummerSlam '96 against Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
move.
Yeah, now that would be we should do an episode on Vader, but
very very sad. Scott Hall. And of course, Owen Hart. And I will hopefully finally get to tell my amazing Rick Rude story. That I heard from Jake the Snake Roberts. Everyone, it is for mature audiences only. But I have never laughed so hard at a pro wrestler story than that one. Because it's one of those stories that if you sit there and you imagine it, after you imagine it, you're like, I can see that happening exactly the way it was told.
Okay. Well, we'll plan for that next week. Like I said, who knows what else will happen in the meantime before we get there in terms of news. But we'll tentatively plan for that, right? Card subject to change.
Ooh, it's only taken us 16 episodes, and we fit that in.
Mm-hmm. Well, very good. Well, thank you, Eric, and thank you to everyone streaming the show live. And please subscribe to the show on your podcast network of choice. You can also get the show, of course, if you go to mattconnerton.com, and we put it up on YouTube and everything else. And mattconnerton.com if you want to learn more about what I'm doing and all the various content that I'm involved in. And where should people go to find you, Eric?
They can find me on Instagram at epilcher617, Twitter, ERPilcher319, or think I'm going to say this right, TikTok. I'm on TikTok now.
Oh, good. Yes.
E-Rich319.
Who are you on Instagram?
I just said that, Matt.
Say it again. I just want to make sure I'm tagging the right person.
You are, because I get the notifications.
Okay, I'm tagging the right person. Okay, so 617?
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yep. Boston's area code.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Well, episode 16 of Tough Bumps in the book. Thanks, Eric, and thank you all. And we'll talk at you next week.
Bye, everyone.
We rise again. Blood and grit, it's how we begin. Mac and Aaron fire up the flame. Wrestling lives on the Tough Bumps name.